Hi guys, thank you for tuning into my channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel. I am Jade. This is Told by Jade, and in today's video I am adding a video to my college advice series. So today's video is going to be how to survive college with a roommate. Going into college your freshman year, you're more than likely gonna have a roommate that stays in the room with you. I know some colleges it's not like that. For me, my freshman year, it wasn't like that. Like, I had my own room, and then this is my roommate room, and then we shared like a common area. We had to pay more for that, but it was well worth it. You get your privacy. You don't have to wake up next to nobody, so it was definitely worth it. So be sure to check with your school to see if they have that option for you to get a room by yourself. I don't know why colleges feel like everyone wants to socialize with everybody, but it is some people in this world that don't want to socialize, and I am one of them. I am such an introvert. I love my privacy. I can socialize a little bit, but then when it's time to go, to bed, I want to go to bed by myself, So that was one thing that I was really big on. So having a roommate, it has its pros and cons, especially if you're the type of person that need friends or need people to be around you, or just love being around people. Having a roommate can be very fun because you would always have someone to talk to if you get along with your roommate. Now, you won't know right off the bat if you get along with your roommate, because more than likely you guys will have just met. But if you are rooming with somebody that you plan to room with, then starts off good. So did I say a tip yet? I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling now. So an important thing is communication. When you have a roommate, you want to make sure that you set those ground rules like day one. And if you're planning to move with someone or you already have contact with your roommate, you want to make sure that you guys talk about the things that you dislike and things that you like and things that you're trying to avoid, because if not, miscommunication can really cause like friction. And if you guys have the room together for the whole year, you don't want it to be like weird, so you want to communicate. You want to say even the small things that you think don't matter. If you're always hot and you like the air on, you need to say that, like, hey, I love having the air on. I love having it freezing cold in here. Is that a problem for you? And if they say yeah, then you need to accommodate them by, getting a fan in your room. Like, you just need to communicate. Another thing is you have to respect your roommate, especially if you guys are living like this, side by side, like y'all share a room. You have to respect your roommate. You can't just think of it as your room, or they can't just think of it as their room. Like, you guys have to respect each other. And if your roommate is sleeping or something, you don't want to like be loud, partying, having 10 million friends over in that small congested space. Like, you want to acknowledge that, hey, my roommate's sleeping, can I come to your room? Small things like that. You want to respect your roommate. And what's another tip? Yeah, you just want to respect your roommate. You want to respect your roommate as a person, and you want to respect their things. You don't want to go through your roommate things, use your roommate things, if y'all haven't established that. That's why I tell you, got to have that communication, because you wouldn't want somebody to just go through your stuff or use your things that you paid for without your consent, So that's important. Respect is important, and that's just something that you need in life in general, but respect is definitely important. Third thing is, if you guys are going to room together or live together, you want to like map out maybe a chore list or some type of thing that says, hey, on this day I cleaned this, or on this week I cleaned that, or you clean this, I clean that. You want to have that space because you don't want to feel like you're like doing all the work. So you want to be sure to set a cleaning schedule, cleaning routine, something like that, especially if you're a clean person. Or if you're not a clean person and you're not a clean person, then you need to definitely schedule something, because you don't know how other people live. You don't know how your roommate is going to live. So you definitely want to have a cleaning schedule. So yeah, you guys, that wraps up this video. Those are just a few quick tips that I have for you guys. Like, make sure you communicate with your roommate. You always want to communicate with your roommate. I'm talking about from day one, because I'm telling you, if you don't, you guys will bump heads. Communicate, respect one another. Like, don't be doing things that is just like disrespectful to the person that you're living with. Like, you're not in your own space. If you want your own space, like, you're just gonna have to wait, because more than likely freshmen have to live on campus. So, you know, but be mindful that you're not the only one that is living there. What's my third tip again? I forgot. Oh yeah, create a cleaning schedule to make sure that you guys are keeping up with, you know, your room or whatever it may be that you're living in. And that's really it. Get to know each other. You know, don't go in it thinking one thing, like, oh my god, I'm gonna hate having a roommate. You know, go in it with an open mind. You never know, your roommate can become like your best friend. Y'all can be like really close and, you know, be friends for a really long time. But you don't want to go in it and have those horror roommate stories. You want to have a good roommate experience. And some people do have good roommate experience, and some people have horrible roommate experience, but you won't know until you get there. So like I said, go into it with an open mind. But I hope you guys enjoyed this quick college advice video on how to survive having a roommate. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.